Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Mining, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs, His Excellency Hassan Ali Joe, Deputy Secretary of State, U.S. Department of State, Christopher Londo, Charge d'Affaires, U.S. Embassy, Susan Burns, Principal Secretary Harry Kim Tai, State Department of Mining, Deputy Assistant Secretary William Skirano, Department of Energy, Deputy Assistant Secretary Josh Kroon from the Department of Commerce, distinguished members of the U.S. Embassy today, esteemed stakeholders from government, county leaders, the private sector, and academia. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. Great to see you all, and I want to also thank you all for being here on time early as we started off today. It's really great to have a full house as we pick on this very key topic for the Kenyan economy and, of course, for our partnership with the United States. On behalf of the American Chamber of Commerce in Kenya, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the U.S.-Kenya Critical Supply Chain Conference, hosted in partnership with the U.S. Embassy in Kenya. We are deeply grateful for this collaboration and for the strong commitment it reflects to advancing the U.S.-Kenya economic partnership. As I mentioned, it's really an impressive group today, senior leaders from both the U.S. and the Kenya government, business executives, academia, county officials, and industry experts. Your presence here signals a shared perspective, building reliable supply chains that advance both American and Kenya economies. As Maxwell said in his opening remarks, global supply chains are being reimagined because, as we know, disruption has now become the new normal. So Kenya is well positioned to seize the moment, but realizing that potential will require clear policies, predictable regulation, and strong partnership between our governments and the private sector that enable collaboration and a business environment that drives economic growth. While traditionally known for our agriculture exports here in the country, and of course our infamous tourism industry, Kenya possesses substantial mineral wealth that remains largely underdeveloped. Recent geological surveys have identified commercial viable deposits of rare earth elements and other critical mineral resources that are increasingly essential to global supply chains, particularly in renewable energy, electronics, and advanced manufacturing. It is therefore true to say that today, Kenya stands at the threshold of a significant transformation in its mining sector. The global demand for critical minerals has surged as economies transition towards clean energy and digital technologies. Electrical vehicles, solar panels, wind turbines, and advanced batteries all depend on steady supply of minerals. This shift in global demand creates an unprecedented opportunity for Kenya to position itself as a reliable supplier within regional and international markets. Kenya has the advantage of learning from both successes and failures of the continent, building a mining sector that's grounded in transparency, environmental sustainability, and community benefit from the outset. Kenya's strategic location in East Africa further enhances its mining potential, with access to major shipping routes through the port of Mombasa, improved infrastructure such as a standard gauge railway, and membership in regional economic blocs. Kenya is well positioned to serve as a mineral hub for the broader East African region. And if I may be audacious to say, Kenya stands at the right position to become a dominant player, not just in this continent, but I might add globally. The country's stable political environment, growing technical expertise, and commitment to regulatory reform provide a foundation that can attract the long-term investment needed to develop world-class mining operations. But that said, realizing this potential will require deliberate action. Kenya must continue to strengthen its regulatory framework, investing in geological mapping and infrastructure, as we discussed in the first panel, building local capacity in mining, engineering, and environmental management, and ensuring that mining development benefits local communities. Therefore, the partnership between US companies with their technical expertise and capital and Kenyan stakeholders can definitely accelerate this process, creating the much-needed jobs, generating revenue, and establishing Kenya as a key player in the global critical minerals supply chain. So the question is not whether Kenya has mining potential, but whether we will seize the moment to develop it responsibly and strategically. Over the course of today's discussions, we'll focus on the three critical areas, as Maxwell mentioned this morning. How do we enhance our transport and trade systems? How do we unlock opportunities in critical minerals? And last but definitely not least, how do we remove barriers that make it hard for companies to operate and grow? These are practical conversations about how we align national and county priorities and ensure that reforms translate into economic benefits for both Kenya and the United States. AmCham Kenya has long served as a key driver of US-Kenya trade and investment by bringing together policymakers and the private sector to turn ambition into action. That is the role we are proud to play. We are committed to fostering the kind of dialogue that moves beyond talking points to actionable outcomes. That's exactly what today is about. So I'll conclude by saying, let's continue to have robust, and if I might add, honest conversations about the challenges and the opportunities that lie ahead for us. And let's leave here with a clear roadmap for building the economic future for both our countries. I wish you all a great rest of day, and I'm looking forward to the dialogue ahead. Thank you.